Good morning, everyone. Today's Tuesday. Okay, Tiny has got another letter for you, but because he started to eat it yesterday, he's put it in a different place. Okay, so Tiny, are you ready to show everyone what the letter is for today? Good boy. Okay, let's go over here and have a look. Oh, look what you've got on your kennel, right? Can you see that, everyone? Can you see what that letter is? It's a C. Okay, Tiny's probably going to eat that now. All right, now, what do you need to do today? First, you've got reading, and we're learning about narratives again and finding the main idea. What you need to do is to log into LibGuides, and the instructions are there on your schedule, and you're going to read a story about Simpson and his donkey. Then I want you to draw that diagram on your page, beginning, middle and end, and in each space write what's happened in each part of the story, and then write a sentence underneath to label each picture. Then think about what that story's made you think about. You might make a connection, it might remind you of something, it might make you wonder about something, and just record your thinking. All right, now at a little bit after 9:30 today, we will be having a live lesson. So you will have been sent a link to this. You need to click on it and it will link you into a Microsoft Teams meeting, which your parents should be able to help you to understand. And I will be showing you how to log on to Canvas and explaining a little bit about this ready for next week. You don't need to look at anything on Canvas for this week. All you need to know how to do is to do the course, which will explain to you what to do. Mr. Court's organised that for you. So very important, if you can, that you can be at your computer and logged in, ready for this lesson at 9:40. Okay? After recess, we're doing maths. As you know, we're learning about multiplication facts, and today we're thinking particularly about the 9 times table trick and factors. Now, factors of a number are numbers that go into a number without any remainders. So for example, if I wanted to find the factors of 12, I think it helps if you always start with 1. 1 goes into 12 evenly, and then you find its pair. So 1 is a factor of 12. How many times does 1 go into 12? It goes in 12 times. So those numbers are both factors of 12. Then I go to 2. Does 2 go into 12? Yes, it does, because it's an even number. How many times does 2 go into 12? 6 times. So 2 and 6 are factors of 12. Then I'll go to 3. Does 3 go into 12? Yes. 3 goes into 12 4 times. So 3 and 4 are factors of 12. The next number would be 4, but I've already got 4 and I know it goes in 3 times. So I know that because I'm going back to numbers I've already got, that 12 has 6 factors. If you go in order like this, you won't miss any out, okay? Now, I can turn that into a factor tree. So I can do that by saying, okay, what goes into 12, and don't start with 1 and 12 because you've already got 12 there. So I might start with 2 and 6. That's the first branch, all right? Then, when I get to this one, I think, what are the factors of 2? 1 and 2. I'm back to 1, so this is what we call a prime factor. We don't need to go any further with that on the factor tree. What numbers go in to make up 6? 3 times 2. Those are factors of 6. 6 is a factor of 12. What are the factors of 3? 3 and 1. So I'm back to 1, so that's a prime factor. and 2 we know is a prime factor. Prime meaning that only the number itself and 1 go into that number. Now, there's an interesting thing if you multiply these numbers. 2 times 3 is 6, times 2 are 12. So if you multiply the bottom numbers and get the top one, you know you've made the tree as far as you can. You can make different kinds of trees for the same number. For example, we know that 4 and 3 are factors of 12. We know that 3 is a prime factor. 4 has factors of 2 and 2, which are prime factors. 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12. We've made the tree as far as we can go. Okay. And then this afternoon, you have library with Mrs. McDougall and art with Mrs. Russo. See you tomorrow.